Bereshit chapter 31.
And he heard the words of Lavan's sons, saying, Yaakov has taken away all that was our father's, and of that which was our father's has he gotten all this wealth. And Yaakov beheld the countenance of Lavan, and behold, it was not toward him as beforetime. And Yahuwah said unto Yaakov, Return unto the land of your fathers, and to your kindred, and I will be with you. And Yaakov sent and called Rahel and Leah to the field unto his flock, and said unto them, I see your father's countenance, that it is not toward me as beforetime, but the Elohim of my father has been with me. And you know, that with all my power I have served your father. And your father has mocked me, and changed my wages 10 times, but Elohim suffered him not to hurt me. If he said thus, the speckled shall be your wages, then all the flock bore speckled. And if he said thus, the streaked shall be your wages, then bore all the flock streaked. Thus Elohim has taken away the cattle of your father, and given them to me. And it came to pass at the time that the flock conceived, that I lifted up my eyes, and saw in a dream. And behold, the he-goats which leaped upon the flock, were streaked, speckled, and grizzled. And the angel of Elohim said unto me in the dream, Yaakov. And I said, Here am I. And he said, Lift up now your eyes, and see. All the he-goats which leap upon the flock are streaked, speckled, and grizzled, for I have seen all that Lavan does unto you. I am the El of Beit-El, where you did anoint a pillar, where you did vow a vow unto me. Now arise. Get you out from this land, and return unto the land of your nativity. And Rahel and Leah answered and said unto him, Is there yet any portion or inheritance for us, in our father's house? Are we not accounted by him strangers? For he has sold us, and has also quite devoured our price. For all the riches which Elohim has taken away from our father, that is ours, and our children's. Now then, whatsoever Elohim has said unto you, do. Then Yaakov rose up, and set his sons and his wives upon the camels. And he carried away all his cattle, and all his substance which he had gathered, the cattle of his getting, which he had gathered in Paddan-Aram, to go to Yitz'chak his father, unto the land of Canaan. Now Lavan was gone to shear his sheep. And Rahel stole the teraphim that were her father's. And Yaakov outwitted Lavan the Aramean, in that he told him not, that he fled. So he fled with all that he had. And he rose up and passed over the river, and set his face toward the mountain of Gil'ad. And it was told Lavan on the 3rd day, that Yaakov was fled. And he took his brothers with him, and pursued after him 7 days' journey, and he overtook him in the mountain of Gil'ad. And Elohim came to Lavan the Aramean in a dream of the night, and said unto him, Take heed to yourself, that you speak not to Yaakov either good or bad. And Lavan came up with Yaakov. Now Yaakov had pitched his tent in the mountain. And Lavan, with his brothers, pitched in the mountain of Gil'ad. And Lavan said to Yaakov, What have you done, that you have outwitted me, and carried away my daughters as though captives of the sword? Wherefore did you flee secretly and outwit me, and did not tell me, that I might have sent you away with mirth and with songs, with tabret and with harp? And did not suffer me to kiss my sons and my daughters? Now have you done foolishly. It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt, but the Elohim of your father spoke unto me last night, saying, Take heed to yourself, that you speak not to Yaakov either good or bad. And now that you are surely gone, because you saw long after your father's house, wherefore have you stolen my gods? And Yaakov answered and said to Lavan, because I was afraid. For I said, lest you should take your daughters from me by force. With whomsoever you find your gods, he shall not live, before our brothers discern you what is yours with me, and take it to you, for Yaakov knew not that Rahel had stolen them. And Lavan went into Yaakov's tent, and into Leah's tent, and into the tent of the two maidservants, but he found them not, and he went out of Leah's tent, and entered into Rahel's tent. Now Rahel had taken the teraphim, and put them in the saddle of the camel, and sat upon them. And Lavan felt about all the tent, but found them not. And she said to her father, let not my master be angry that I cannot rise up before you, for the manner of women is upon me. And he searched, but found not the teraphim. And Yaakov was wroth, and strove with Lavan. And Yaakov answered and said to Lavan, what is my trespass? What is my sin, that you have hotly pursued after me? Whereas you have felt about all my stuff, what have you found of all your household stuff? Set it here before my brothers and your brothers, that they may judge between us two. These 20 years have I been with you. Your ewes and your she-goats have not cast the young, and the rams of your flocks have I not eaten. That which was torn of beasts I brought not unto you. I bore the loss of it, of my hand did you require it, whether stolen by day or stolen by night. Thus I was, in the day the drought consumed me, and the frost by night, and my sleep fled from my eyes. These 20 years have I been in your house. I served you 14 years for your 2 daughters, and 6 years for your flock, and you have changed my wages 10 times. Except the Elohim of my father, the Elohim of Abraham, and the fear of Yitz'chak, had been on my side, surely now had you sent me away empty. Elohim has seen my affliction, and the labor of my hands, and gave judgment last night. And Lavan answered and said unto Yaakov, the daughters are my daughters, and the children are my children, and the flocks are my flocks, and all that you see is mine. And what can I do this day for these my daughters, or for their children whom they have borne? And now come, let us make a covenant, I and you, and let it be for a witness between me and you. And Yaakov took a stone, and set it up for a pillar. And Yaakov said unto his brothers, gather stones. And they took stones, and made a heap. And they did eat there by the heap. And Lavan called it Yegar Sahaduta, but Yaakov called it Gil'ad. And Lavan said, this heap is witness between me and you this day. Therefore was the name of it called Gil'ad. And Mizpah, for he said, Yahuwah watch between me and you, when we are absent one from another. If you shall afflict my daughters, and if you shall take wives beside my daughters, no man being with us, see, Elohim is witness between me and you. And Lavan said to Yaakov, behold this heap, and behold the pillar, which I have set up between me and you. This heap be witness and the pillar be witness, that I will not pass over this heap to you, and that you shall not pass over this heap and this pillar unto me, for harm. The Elohim of Abraham, and the Elohim of Nahor, the Elohim of their father, judge between us. And Yaakov swore, by the fear of his father Yitz'chak. And Yaakov offered a sacrifice in the mountain, and called his brothers to eat bread, and they did eat bread, and tarried all night in the mountain.